and welcome to the channel. Let's have a look at what's on the desk. Games Workshop sent me Vandoth the Fallen, the bounty hunter, who is absolutely definitely not a space marine. Don't even ask, it's not true. And then we have Silberlant Sevos, the Infotek. Both some pretty interesting minis here. As always, Necromunda seems to be kicking out the best miniatures in Warhammer. So let's get these open and have a look. Okay, so with Vandoth, they're definitely not a space marine. Have some pretty straightforward build instructions there. Have to say, really impressed with the glow up this guy got from his initial illustration. That's no shade on the illustration that we first saw his rules. But my god, the sculptor went hard on this one, and yeah, really impressed. Alright, so if I can ever get things in focus, which I will occasionally, you can see just how kind of crisp and beautiful it is. Nice purity seal on the back there for this definitely not a space marine. Definitely not any space marine-esque style armor echoes going on there. That's definitely not a Blood Angel insignia hanging off the back of his belt. It's all coincidental. Those definitely aren't ports for the Black Carapace to plug into any kind of power armor. That's definitely not an old bolter Godwin pattern, or well, I don't know. I'm sure he'll tell me. And there's some nice accoutrements, which do look rather chaosy. As you can see here, the actual knife itself has no Blood Angel insignia on. That was just the artist who painted the official paintwork messing with us, and it was done very well. I did not attempt that. Right, let's get old floaty boy Professor Xavier out of his packaging and have a look. So we get some nice little build instructions there. So obviously this guy is an ex-Vansar who stared too deeply into the STC. STC didn't like it. The Vansar didn't like it. So he got dumped, literally in a dump. And then realised that actually he could communicate with technology. Built himself a flying chair and now sells his services to the highest bidder. He can make your opponent reveal all of their tactics cards, which is quite a cool little skill. Really impressed with the casting on this guy. I wasn't sold on him initially, but I've actually come to quite enjoy this model. It's just so crazy. There's his H.R. Geiger style helmet that plugs into his chair and some books that you can stand him on. I opted to pin him as opposed to using like things to balance him on. And as he screens, and his little servo skull, which is looking over his shoulder, which is kind of fitting considering that's what he does. A little indentation for a hand in his control panel there, which is how he flies his little chair about. And there's his beautiful physique there, and his stub gun with a rotary phone handset strapped to it, because my god, they love their Archeo-Tech. Right, and there's Vandoth all primed and ready for some colour. Just thought I'd give him a little spin around there. As you can tell, that missing finger isn't really a big deal. You could fix that. Oh, hazard stripes. Love some hazard stripes. And there he is. I went for a really dark, muted, kind of been in the underhive for far too long. This guy's been here for centuries, apparently. Yeah, really enjoyed painting him. There's a little spin around. Sorry, the lighting's not great, but you get the idea. I love the way his sleeping bag, or whatever it is, his sleeping mat, kind of echoes the power armor power pack. So you get like kind of horn-like silhouette. Yeah, beautiful mini on this. Face sculpt's fantastic. I have tried to pick out his fangs there. And here's floaty boy Professor Xavier, done in a nice busted up yellow because I thought that really suited. And we'll give him a little spin around there as well. I've thrown loads of rust on this guy. As you can see, he's got Archeo. There's his little QWERTY keyboard that I've done in that kind of nicotine stained cream. And there's his telephone, just ready to call Mum, I guess. Again, a joyous little thing to paint. An absolute pig to build, so please be careful with that. Right. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more painting videos, build videos, anything else, let me know. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you in the Underhive.